the day before his first 3-day absence from practice, the crap hit the fan as it relates to the Miami Dolphins and their pursuit of him in 2019 and 2020 when he was under contract with the Patriots, 21 and 22 when he was under contract with the Buccaneers. Facts that were determined to be true by the league, not allegations, determinations made by the league. And during his absence, the second one, the 11-day absence, we learned about Dana White, the UFC president's boast of almost having Brady locked up as a member of the Las Vegas Raiders to the point where Brady was looking for houses in Nevada. Against that background, here's Tom Brady claiming that he was never, ever going to play for any team other than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You know, since I came to this organization, it's been an amazing, it's just been an amazing experience for me to come to this place and be as supportive as I had over a long period of time. And, I read all these stories about all these different places I was supposed to go or could have gone. And I'm like, I only was going to go to, one place, which was here, and I think this whole organization knows that. And all the conversations that we've had over a period of time, I chose the right place for me. And very proud of the effort that everyone's put in to make the relationship work. And Joel's been amazing. Jason's a great friend of mine. Bruce, Todd, all the coaches. It's been an amazing relationship. I'm very grateful to everybody for allowing me to come down here and experience this part of my football life, which, I look back and would probably be incomplete had I not had it. So I'm happy I've had it.
Yeah, just keep talking and we'll forget what we were talking about. That's how it goes. Joel was Joel Glazer, the owner of the team. Jason Light, the GM. Bruce Arians, the former head coach. Todd Bowles, the current head coach. I just don't buy it. And maybe we need, I don't want to go carrot top and get gimmicky. Maybe we need like a big red BS button when something like that happens that we can hit during, like a gong. Like, remember the Gong Show? You're too young to remember the Gong Show.
I do remember that. I remember that.
We need to do something where when the BS is being spewed, we can alert the audience.
We need a challenge flag. We need a red flag, just like the coaches do in the NFL. It fits the mold. We could throw the flag out or just a flag on the screen to challenge it. Like, that's BS. We're challenging that statement.
And I know in this day and age, more than ever, common sense ain't. But you apply common sense to just the basic situation. The Dolphins. They didn't just call him one time and say, hey, Tom, would you like to come play in South Florida? No, thanks, and that's it. They kept pursuing him. They pursued him repeatedly, according to the league and what you and I have heard, while he was under contract with the Patriots. They pursued him repeatedly while he was under contract with the Buccaneers. He was going to be introduced as a minority owner of the team Super Bowl week, but for the Brian Flores lawsuit. He possibly would have been a team executive. The plan was Sean Payton arrives as head coach via a trade with the Saints. And then Tom Brady at some point during offseason workouts descends from on high and plays for the Dolphins. So, gets back to what you said earlier. In that very relaxed setting on the LeBron James show, The Shop, Uninterrupted, Brady said 90% of the things he says publicly aren't true. He doesn't speak his true, authentic self. He's afraid, frankly, of saying something that's going to create a storm of crap for him. He doesn't want to be in controversies. He avoids that kind of stuff. And that's why he's not going to come out. And really, what was he going to say? I mean, he's not the only one that would have said what he said. This is a common trait because you get yourself into a must-lie situation where you can't say, I really was ready to go to the Dolphins, and it really is a hell of a story. You saw how the NFL characterized it. They were right. Sean Payton was going to coach. I was going to play. And if Brian Flores doesn't file his lawsuit, I'm facing the Eagles tonight in Miami, not the Colts in Indianapolis. He can't say that. And I don't think anybody would be that candid. But still, we can't just sit here and say, oh, we accept what he's saying as 100% true, because we know it's not.
Well, no. I mean, we definitely know it's not. I mean, first off, like, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to act like the way he did there, I guess is what I would say. I don't know, Mike. Would it be so bad if he did go down that lane a little bit instead of just give us politician? I know most of the world's not going to really care, but guys like you and me and some of our viewers who I think are, into this on a day-to-day basis, are just kind of like, here goes more, BS talk from Tom Brady. Oh, man. It only makes people, when I look at the comment sections in social media or even on PFT, just go, oh, my gosh, this guy's so full of it. Just go away. It doesn't do him any favors in the public eye for the people that are paying attention. That would be my thing. And again, I think I understand. You're right. There's a lot of players that would take that same route, but I think there's some other ones that wouldn't. I don't. And I don't think you necessarily, why can't you just go as a guy, Tom Brady? No one's going to care. No one's going to come with pitchforks and like, and a fire and on, what the hell they call
Torches.
those? Torches, right. Yes.
Somebody's been torching a little bit too much.
Well, yeah, I forgot
torch.
the damn name because of my own torching. But like, how? Like, it's not like people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, he said in a press conference that he was thinking about Miami Dolphins. Let's pillage his house. That's where, like, I think that's people are like they worried about being too private. We're in a world where things are not that sensitive anymore, and as far as things like that or just public knowledge. So I don't know if you have to answer it like that anymore.
You make an excellent point because there is a way to say very candidly and authentically and honestly, everybody in this business revisits where they are, explores their options.
Right.
We're seeing it more and more. And at the end of the day,
I knew some people there.
Well, no, you don't even have to go that far.
Yeah, you're right.
You just have to say teams explore what's in their best interests. We're seeing more and more players in the NFL take a step back and explore what's in their best interest. We saw Devontae Adams go to the Raiders. We saw Russell Wilson go to the Broncos. And it's healthy to sit down and evaluate where you are. And I decided that I'm where I want to be. And here's where I am. Now, that's a half dose of BS. He got blocked from going where he wanted to go, but there is a way. And maybe that's why he didn't venture down that path at all, because there's a way he gets all twisted up with the truth. And the next thing you know, he's admitting, I really did want to go to Miami, but it was forces beyond my control that kept me from going there. So, look, the bottom line is, and you're right, Chris, people are getting sick of it. He needs to be very careful.
They definitely are. All you got to do.
People are getting sick of this routine.
Right. I know some, loyal Boston fans. It's the same thing. Like, oh, man, he's looking, kind of jerky that way. Whatever. It's man, he's kind of looks like a diva. And again, I know he's all in on football and all that, but yes, to your point, and guys that like us that follow this every day, it is a lot of politic talk at times, and me, look at me and all that. And I do think it's wearing thin on a lot of people that are paying attention to football on a day-to-day basis.
I currently think this will be his last year, but with him, nothing can be ruled out. You pointed it out earlier in the segment. The arm strength is there. The arm strength will be there for years to come. He could keep going. And remember, he said himself, the last thing I want to do is stop playing and turn on a game and say, these guys suck. I could still do it. Well, he's going to be making $37.5 million per year to watch those games. He can't avoid watching the games. He's got to watch those games and watch those guys that he thinks are doing it lesser than he could. And even if he's wrong, he's still going to think he could do it better than them. We all are that way. We all think that we still can do that thing we used to be able to do even though we can't. He's going to think that. He's going to be tormented when he finally quits playing and goes to play for Fox. Unless there's some sort of an injury or some circumstance that just keeps him from playing, he's going to be tormented when he finally has to make that transition, Chris.
Yeah, well, I mean, he won't be the first, It's just, that's part of the deal. John Elway, the year after he left, I mean, he's torment. And I can speak to my father's torment the year after his, he 15 years in the NFL. That next year, teams were calling. We were in the backyard going to the local rec field catching balls because it was torment going on. So it's going to be tough. And you're right. He's probably going to be retired at some point here in the next year or two and be watching and going, damn, I'm better than at least half these guys in the league. That's for sure, if not more. And it won't be easy. But, again, he's got to balance that with his health, his family, all the other issues, You know, hey, we're seeing personal life issues that are going on. We've never really had that type of talk with Tom Brady. So, you know, I would be shocked. I think I would be shocked if this wasn't his last year.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.